Hi, I'm Malini. I want to take you back a couple of years. Greg and I were on stage singing together for what was to be our last duet. It was not long before he died. We were back under the lights, him with his guitar, me sitting next to him on a stool, holding a microphone. I was singing to an audience that I couldn't see with my eyes, but I could feel with my heart. We sang Blackbird by Paul McCartney. I know McCartney wrote the song in response to the 1960s civil rights movement. But you know those words, broken wings, sunken eyes? I've got my own story behind that song, and I think we all do. The words are, "Blackbird singing in the dead of night, take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive." So about 5 years ago, birds started appearing in my paintings. Greg's mother had just passed away and she loved birds. So I spent a lot of time thinking about her as I painted, and I dedicated an entire exhibition to her. And since then, those birds have stayed. Like in this painting, Breaking Free. Yep, I'm now a bird lady. The bird is an image rich with metaphor, and I'm thankful to Kathleen, my beautiful mother-in-law, for this gift. In his seminal piece, The Road Less Traveled, M. Scott Peck said, "Life is difficult. This is a great truth, one of the greatest truths. It's a great truth because once we truly see this truth, we can transcend it." The mystery of suffering is one of the greatest mysteries of all. Every single human being suffers. Each one of us, at one time or another, is a bird with broken wings. Throughout the fiery challenges of the past decade, there's been a thread of wisdom that has held all the pieces of my not so extraordinary but rather complex life together, and it comes from the Baha'i writings, where the divine offers this intriguing guidance. My calamity is my providence. Outwardly it is fire and vengeance, but inwardly it is light and mercy. So calamity and providence, they are inextricably linked, and it's a paradoxical partnership. So here's the thing I'm learning. Life offers us difficulties, and they seem calamitous, but the reality is it's just life happening. And it's in navigating those difficult times that we learn the most profound lessons and receive the greatest gifts. We break free of ourselves. Going back to that evening, the choir was well received and the evening had a beautiful vibe. But from a personal standpoint, it had been a long time since I'd sung on stage. And as Greg had often observed, my voice was not quite what it used to be. I truly had no idea how our performance went down. In the aftermath of every performance, Greg's first urge was always to mingle with the audience. Mine, to disappear as fast as I can. That night I took the middle road, and I stood at the back of the auditorium, chatting with an old friend. And just as I found myself relaxing into the safety of our friendship, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, a member of the audience was approaching me. And I recognized her. She was a lecturer in epidemiology and biostatistics at Curtin University. And she was also one of my lovely art students. My worlds were colliding. We hugged and we chatted. I had no idea what she thought of the evening, which was filled with lofty ideals delivered in song by an entire choir, and Greg and me. My part was tiny and really inconsequential. But along with each performance I have ever given comes a battle with the ego, which gives me a lesson in detachment. So I wondered, had I made a difference? Suddenly, she said, "Malini, I have a confession to make." And I replied, only half joking, "Did you perhaps leave the room just before I sang?" And she quickly replied, "Oh no, I wanted to tell you that I had tears running down my face the whole time you and Greg were singing." I was really surprised, and I was really touched. There I was, this blackbird with broken wings and sunken eyes. And I was singing of my secret longing to break free of a lifetime of fear and struggle, and to somehow be of service. And someone was weeping in the darkness as they listened to us. I'm Melanie Parker, and that was my story. Hi folks, I'm Melanie Parker. If you liked my story, there are two things you can do right now to hear more. You can click on this button to subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep telling you stories. You can also head over to my website and sign up for my updates, so you'll get goodness delivered straight to your inbox every month. Just click on the link here. Everything I do and teach is about living a more creative life, and I'd love for you to join me.